what we're ultimately looking for is the experience. And I could give you story after story after story of those types of experiences over the course of my life, where I started at one point thinking that's what I wanted, but then when I started to try to align to that thing, it was rubbing me the wrong way. It wasn't allowing me. It wasn't it. I couldn't find the alignment to get me to that, because the things that I had in my experience, the things that I have in my consciousness, the resistances or the beliefs or the perceptions somehow interfered with the ultimate destination, because they were coming from two different places, right? One's coming from this will-driven place. Another is coming from this place of flow and allowing for the best possible opportunity for me. It's going to provide the greatest satisfaction for me, because it's my life and my world. I want to feel satisfied. I want to feel all of that. So that kind of experience then becomes, that's when they talk about the journey, right? The journey is getting from an unaligned place to an aligned place. The journey is, here I have this desire and it's here where I don't even know how to get there from here. So I'm going to find the flow in myself that's going to help me navigate this through the least obstacles possible, so that I can get to where I want to go. And part of what's required in that is surrender, because we have to surrender the things that we may not even know are there, because we haven't been conscious of them. So the process of getting from point A to point B that's what it is. You're illuminating anything that might be in the way of you getting to where you are, so that you can consciously determine whether that serves or doesn't serve your end result. And then if you're consciously choosing it, just like we did in the meditation, you focus your energy gently into that space. You breathe, you move on, you change, you shift. What an extraordinary thing that you do. What an extraordinary ability. But it's in recognizing that ultimately things that we desire are about the feeling that it will create, not the object that you're going to see. Because once you get that house, say, and houses are amazing. I'm going through the same process with myself about whether to purchase a house or not purchase a house. And so I'm finding my alignment in this. And it's interesting, because when I surrender the idea of having to own a home, and I start to think about, what does that bring me? What is that end result? Well, the end result is I want to have an experience of a space that satisfies me, that fills me, that supports me, that is my safe place. And I have that where I am here in Colorado. We live in an amazing apartment. It's not a giant house, but it has everything we want in the way of connection, in the way of love, in the way of friendship, in the way of community, in the way of a place that I like to be, a view that I like to have. Everything about it satisfies. And I go, well, if I'm satisfied, why am I fussing about a new place to live? Why do I need a new place to live? Right now, I may not need a new place to live. So I'm going to allow myself to feel into that. I'm just going to allow myself to feel around in this experience for a while longer, because what I recognize is right now, I don't have an alignment with buy a house. I have a desire, but is that desire ultimately going to serve me and my life process? I don't know yet. So I'm going to explore that relationship. But here's the thing. That's why it changes from unconscious to conscious. I'm going to choose to explore this alignment consciously. So I've driven around. I've looked at homes. I've looked at many. And I will drive up and go, oh, that's way too much work. Or I'll go over and I'll drive past one, and be like, yeah, this area doesn't feel good. And it's not enough yard. I need more of this. I need more of that, or whatever. It's not there yet. So I'm sifting and sorting. I'm running in the contrast. I'm finding those places that rub a little bit and saying, yeah, no, I don't care for that. And I don't know that I need to have all that. I live in a place right now where everything is taken care of because I pay rent. So I don't have to fix things. Somebody else fixed things. That's very satisfying to me. It may not be satisfying to you. You may want to have an experience where you're getting into all that. So it'll be easier for you to align in that process. So again, the difference between push and flow. Push says, I have to own a home. I'm 56 years old. I should own a home. This is the way it's supposed to be. I've worked my life to this point. I want a home with X, Y, and Z, and blah, 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 blah. And again, Nothing wrong with having that thought, having that feeling, having that want, but it may not be the ultimate desire.